If life had chapters, this chapter of my life would be probably called awareness. I think it's fascinating, just the world around us, observing it, being in it, observing it while I'm in it, you know? A while back, while you were still here, we decided to take a ridiculous amount, I think it was like 15 or something, laps around a Target store. Just all the way around, 15 or so times. And it was an experiment based on every time we go around is a new experience. I think one time around we watched a little kid have a meltdown over a toy or something. But then the next time we saw the same mother and son, buying groceries, and it's a different experience. You walk by a kid having a meltdown, and you're like, whoa, and then that's it. That's what you take away from it. But if you went around again, you'd see it's just that situation. Everyone that you see, everyone that you interact with, and even not directly. If I'm on the road, my car is taking up a space on the road that someone else's car would be. It's weird. The interactions we have, whether we intend it or not, are meaningful. And I'm beginning to become a lot more aware of that. Like I've always kind of been aware of it. But it's kind of that thing you put in the back of your head. You don't really consciously think about it. Everything that you do has an impact on several lives. I don't know at this point if everything happens for a reason. I don't. I think there's a lot of things that have happened and I see a reason for that happening. Or I make a connection that it happened for this reason. I made that connection. But is that connection real, or am I making that? I think if everyone took the time to realize what they did actually mattered, and what they didn't do actually matters, I think the world would be a better place. This week's video content is going to be Matt rambles about the universe, I guess. German chocolate mocha.
No diversity.
Now it's just in the picture.
No glasses, dark hair. Great
can't
logo
read it.
wear. Oh, it's too much.
Hey Colin, this is a tea place we just went to, and we were up there
In the caboose.
in the caboose. We're gonna walk around now. So, yeah. What's up, Colin? This is Elena's coffee maker. It's pretty dirty, but the bottom boiler for the steam for the cappuccino, for the steamer so you can steam your milk, the heating element is out. Also on the bottom, the the Bunsen burner. There it is. The Bunsen burner is not really working either. And both of those are pretty necessary for a coffee maker to warm the coffee or warm the water and then keep the coffee warm. So, got the new parts in. $20 to fix this over $100 coffee maker. That's what I'm doing. Okay, bye.
You should take it to the USPS and say, hey, the car was just returned.
I watched your video this morning, Colin. You're late. It's Tuesday. And you're even more late because you're ahead 8 hours. Yeah, I know your AC adapter broke. I'm not too worried. You had quite a bit of content, and I'm excited for your next video. A couple things. One, I've never seen you drunk before. That was pretty funny. Yeah, it's funny seeing that side of you, because I mean, the entire time you were here, you know, you chose to not drink, and that was really cool. But the fact that even when you've drank too much, you know you've drank too much. You threw up 4 times? What is that? I've never thrown up 4 times. Once and done. Those chocolate hand tools and screws and bolts, that was really cool. I want them. But is it German chocolate? Like in Germany, do they call it German chocolate? Or do they just call it chocolate?
Colin, I hope life is good in Germany. We miss you over here, but we'll have to be watching you on your vlog and see how things are going. I want a personal message sent my way in German, all right? I'll be waiting for that. If I don't get that for Christmas, I'm gonna be sadly disappointed. See you later, man.
Oh, what do we want to say to Colin?
Hi.
Hi,
Sprechen
Colin.
Sie Deutsch. Ask him if he can speak
Come
German.
on, we need a cameraman. Get that
How
ortholized
you
camera work going.
This is great.
There you go. Yeah,
What's up, Colin?
there's the elf.
Up here at
Elf.
the tree farm. Missing ya, you know.
Got the sign there, Mr. Footer.
Yeah. Hey, the other day we watched the first Orca live ever with my class. It was pretty funny. And they were like, wow, you guys have come a long way. And I was like, yeah, but we had a room then. We don't have a room anymore.
Hey, you guys had a room.
Get a room.
It was Mr. Cunningham's room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. There's,
Hey, Colin.
hey, those 2 cuties. Elfman. There you go.
going on, Colin? But specifically, I wanted to talk about, went for a work order for a washer that's been leaking for several months, apparently. We've replaced the washer once, and it's just easier to replace the washer and be done with it. Turns out it's still leaking, but it's always in a different spot, right? And there's these things that happen in the maintenance world that people don't believe. If you're fixing something, you're fixing a specific part. Of course you're gonna check the whole thing, but that's not to say that tomorrow something else is gonna break on it. And I think that comes, you gotta build trust, right? And it's hard to build trust when you fix something and then a week later it's broken again. But what people need to understand is, hey, it's not a foolproof system. I fixed one part of a multi-part thing. Whoa, dude. Yeah, jeez. When I told staff that the washing machine is leaking because I watched it leak, they looked at me like, oh, we've had 3 washers, it's definitely not the washer. Well, I understand you've had 3 washers, and the chances that all 3 washers have been broken, that's iffy, but it can happen. It can happen. And with this specific instance, I am 100% sure that it's leaking because I turned it on and lifted it up and got underneath it and watched it dripping right where the puddle was. So, hello, it's leaking. We replace that. I'll probably replace the hoses, and that should fix it. So anyway, it's a nice sunshiny day, which is odd. This was a good week. It was a good week. Got work done, did some stuff at home, got my Christmas shopping done. Oh, I figured out what was going on with that lag with the voice and the video on my last video. It happened again, and you'll see it in the video because I don't want to re-record that section. If my phone is having trouble, sometimes it lags with opening an app or something. If it's having that same trouble and I have too much going on when I try to record, it will lag like that. And that's so weird. So I'm looking into getting a camera that isn't my phone. But I'm trying to save money. So you might just have to deal with that for a while. We'll see. Not quite sure what else to say there, Colin. So, here's my video, and I look forward to seeing yours. Bye. Okay, bye.